And welcome back to Big Bacon's Collection. Today we're going to be looking at the 2015 retail version, not the convention version, retail version of the Cobra Basilisk. Came with the version 1 Elite Horseman as the driver. So, as always, we're going to look at the driver's accessories. We're going to check out the driver, do our full build up on him. Then we're going to move on, look at the vehicle, get him in the vehicle, and put it on the shelf. So, the Elite Horseman comes with a backpack. This is one that Firefly came with in the POC version. It does have detachable mines. I keep 2 of them on there. The bag itself also, if you unhitch these pegs here, it will actually open for additional storage. Yay, storage! Detailing on this thing is really quite amazing. Good look to it. And as always, it just pegs into the back. He comes with a small rifle. Looks like a modified MP5, but it's not. It's a generic, enemy weapon, so detail-wise, it looks really nice. And then, for some reason, I ended up with like 3 additional mines. Now, I haven't found anywhere for these to go on the vehicle itself, so I just kind of keep them in the cab, so he can just toss them out at his whim. The Elite Horseman has this metallic blue coloration with a lot of metallic silver. Let's start up here at the top. He's got a black helmet. Has a gold Cobra emblem on the face shield. Looking pretty badass. He's got a black vest, the metallic blue as the pouches, and then silver plating. And then even on the silver painting, you see what looks like white paint marks. I don't know if those are supposed to be weathering or just cool graphicking, but it looks really nice. Those forearms are obviously from the Rise of Cobra Mars Trooper, or whatever that thing was called. Cobra, I don't know. Knee pads, boots, all done in that really nice, cool silver. Basic black boots. As always, the vest is removable, and as you can see on this side here, one of the pegs has popped. And I don't have time to pray to God or Congress to... it's basic. It's partially back in there, but as you can see, any movement really just causes it to pop right back out. Articulation-wise, because of this neck collar on this vest, you get no head movement on this figure. Arms hinge up above 90, rotate all the way around. Single jointed elbows comes up to almost 90. Rotation at the elbow. Hands rotate, there is no hinging. He's got a mid-torso cut up underneath the vest, which allows for rotation. That's all you're really getting out of it is rotation. T-hook allows the legs to come out that far, come forward that far. Double jointed knee has great range to it. Ankle rotates, hinges back that far, forward that far. So, let's move on to the vehicle, shall we? So, okay, stand. So, as it stands right now, ooh, I'm missing a wheel. Well, that ain't good. Okay, so assembly of this is going to be the same as any snowcat-based vehicle. Got a couple of treads that just slide in on the outside there. The other wheel in the bag? The other wheel does not appear to be in the bag, so maybe it's stuck to something else. And when I find it, I'll get to it. Front wheels. Just peg on. Oh, found it. It's stuck inside the other wheel. So, slap that in place. These obviously are the wheels that actually rotate for movement. These treads are fixed, hard plastic. As for the cover piece, step will snap there, and a push. Sight on these cowls. From there, we just snap the over part onto the under section. Use the launcher to lock in the back. Okay, into the other hole. And there we go. All right, now that we've got that locked in, go ahead and lock this back plate on. Windshield tabbing in. Go ahead and get that wiper in place. The engine cover in place. Steering wheel. Okay. Now this is the part that, for the life of me, I cannot remember which way it goes. I want to say... Yep, that's the way. Launcher just mounts to the launcher base. And now it's just a matter of getting all the missiles and torpedoes on it. I'm sorry, but this is one of the worst designed ideas when it comes to torpedoes. Get the base in there first. Sorry, I didn't think to do this in advance, but I think there's something about watching these things being put together that's just kind of cathartic. Oh, I dropped a missile. Everybody run. Okay, so the Basilisk. The Basilisk is a repaint, reuse of a snowcat, for the most part. It's painted in a metallic blue and silver instead of the basic white that the snowcat came in. We're going to start at the front and work our way around. So you got red headlights up here, silver underbelly. You have a red canopy, which will open to allow two drivers into the compartment. Now, the interior of the compartment is greatly detailed. Seats look somewhat comfortable, actually. A lot of control features down there. Steering wheel. Floor plating. Really nice. The steering wheel will hinge upward, which makes it easier to fit a figure in and out. And then return it to position. Got some defroster vents and everything else up front here. Snap that back in. Now, the canopy itself has a windshield wiper, which does not properly line up the entire way with the pre-cleaned section of the windshield. It actually sticks out from the windshield. All in all, it just kind of makes things look a little goofy. Okay, come around this side. You got Cobra decaling. Wheels are free floating. Foot peg here on this stand. Got additional lighting up top. Air intake positions. Over here, lighting. A lot of mechanical greebling. You have a fuel point. The old place The old play sets and such that came with fuel cans and fuel pumps, you used to be able to actually put the pumps into positions like this, so it looked like it was fueling. Back here you have a set of treads, which are non-operable. You instead, like I showed earlier, have tires underneath that rotate. You have detachable ski torpedoes that are barely held on by just this little point here. And it's nothing more than two tiny little divots that stick into a tiny little hole. So as you can see, it's barely on there. Come around the back, you got additional foot pegs, you got a tow point, handhold positions. I've seen people say, well, you can use it to move. Well, really, with the wheels in there, anything you put in there is just going to be tossed around. But it does give a nice armored look to the back. This side copies the other. There are foot pegs up top here. So then we come up here to the top. We have two major features. One being, if we move this out the way, we have a removable engine cover. Greatly detailed engine section inside there. And it's just friction held in place. There's no real snapping or popping or drop, pop, lock, none of that. You just push it down in there. The other being a rotating, elevating rocket launcher. Unlike the old one, these are not just held in place that you pull out. These are actually spring-loaded, and they operate using a slide on the top. You load them back in, and you slide the other way, it launches them back out again. All in all, really neat feature, and a lot more sturdy than the original missile bay on the original Snowcat. As mentioned earlier, you pop the canopy open, you move the steering wheel, and you finagle the driver down in there. I actually just removed the top because, let's face it, it's easier that way. And if you listen closely, you can hear my wife nagging in the background about wanting to leave. I don't blame her. I'm a difficult man to live with. Yeah. Because of the vest, this guy barely fits down in here. The arms are large. But yeah, like I said before, backpack. Weapon. Oh, I did forget that he comes with a small knife, apparently. Gonna pop the canopy back in place. Close it up. And there you have it. Yeah, that's a slightly intimidating view. So what do you say we get it back up on the shelf? Oh, somebody did something nice and bought me candles and set them exactly where I didn't need them to be. I'll let her live, though. So there you are. Once again, thanks for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe, like, share, comment, hit that notification bell, and I'll see y'all next time.